What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Hojo Show with your boy Howard. What's going on, y'all? Listen, so I have a couple of topics that I wanted to touch on that I came across today and yesterday that I kind of missed. I wanted to touch on, but most importantly, I made this video because I seen this clip that Carlos King did with Kendra. I didn't watch the whole interview, but Kendra is Joc's now wife from Love and Hip Hop with him, and there's a clip that I watched that it just made me have a serious question that I wanted to ask, especially since that I have a lot of female subscribers. So I want to get into that, and then a couple of other not major topics, but other topics that I wanted to just talk about. So I'm gonna try to make this quick because I need to cut down on how long I've been doing these videos. Jeez. So just kick back. Y'all know how we do this. But listen, if you are new here, kick off your shoes and get comfortable because we family. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also, make sure you have your notifications turned on so you can be notified whenever I drop another banger like this. And without further ado, y'all ready? Let's get it!
Yes, I'm jaded. Most of the things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you chase. You'll try to come back when you faint.
So, Carlos King did an interview with Kendra, Joc's wife. I don't even know what's her last name, if I'm being honest with you. Don't even get me started. But before I pulled this clip up, I remember when Kendra first got on Love and Hip Hop, and her being an attorney and as educated and as smart and classy. And Kendra was just a very like top tier elite type of girl that stood out. You know what I'm saying? And as smart as she is, I never understood how the fuck she ended up falling in a trap with Joc. But before we go further, I want y'all to listen to this clip, and we need to have a conversation about this, y'all. Okay? So let me share this screen because she really had me scratching my damn head. And I want to ask y'all, especially for my women, like, what is y'all take on this? Because it's getting ridiculous if you ask me. Come on, screen. Okay.
The biggest thing that occurred in your marriage that we did get a chance to see on the show is the fact that while you two were married, Joc had a baby on you.
No, we weren't married.
You guys weren't married. You were in a relationship.
We were not in a relationship at the time. We were on a break when this child was fathered.
When you guys got back together, was the baby already born or was the woman still pregnant?
She was still pregnant.
Did he come to you in the reconciliation and told you what was going on? Were you devastated?
But I was like devastated. I'm like, you are reckless. I just couldn't get over how reckless he had to be to just like do that. Even though like it's like, well, he could do what he want to do. It's like, no, you have respect. You have some self-control, so as to not go out and create another broken household with a family of color or bring back a loathsome disease to you.
When he got the woman impregnated, how long were y'all on the break at that time?
About 2 months, 2-3 months.
So
3, yeah.
Was a part of your devastation was we've only been broken up for 3 months.
Yeah.
And damn, in 3 months, you have another woman pregnant.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I felt. Like, I'm like, regardless of whatever type of story he gave me, like, oh, drunk this, drunk that, this and that, I'm like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. And that's, and that's just how I felt, and that's how I feel. I'm like, that don't have nothing to do with me. Think like people say in the comments all the time, oh, she should have forgave him and she shouldn't have stayed with him. She wouldn't forgive him. I forgave him. But what I don't allow Jocel to do is allow me to carry a burden that's not for me. I've always said, and I will always have that be a rule for me. You will take accountability or this ain't gonna work. Like, I don't have nothing to do with that. Especially a decision you make that negatively impacts me, you have to deal with that. That was my condition for us to continue.
How were you able to handle the fact that you're helping to raise another woman's baby that was produced while you and your now husband were broken up for 3 months?
So here is my question. A man that has, before you get in a relationship with this man, mind you, this is for my women. A man that has 6 children already and 4 baby mamas, if I'm not mistaken? 6 kids and 4 baby mamas before you even knew to start getting to know this man. Women, what do y'all think would make some women like openly be willing to deal with a man that comes with that much baggage? You know what I'm saying? Like, not to mention, this man has been on the franchise of Love and Hip Hop for years before you even ever came along. And Kendra, you live in Atlanta. Everybody watch Love and Hip Hop. I mean, I know you've seen everything that was on the show and how Young Joc acts and his baby mamas. Like, so my question is with like women, even with men, the gay men that wouldn't mind being, with a man that got all this baggage. Does a red flag not go off? Like, what is it about some men or a man like Joc that will make you overlook all of the red flags from the way that he carries around and handles different women and is always just being in the streets, him having all these kids already and these baby mamas that I'll be getting a little rah-rah every now and then. What in the hell makes you say, I'm gonna give him a chance? You know what? I think I am interested in him. I don't mean to come off as judgmental, but I think that I am. I'm not gonna say I think I am and play delusional. I know I'm being judgmental as fuck. But as smart as I always looked at Kendra as and gave her cards, when I seen that lady actually fail for getting in a relationship and married to Joc, I just thought that was a fucking joke, because how are you that smart and an attorney and you know where this was going? What the fuck made you decide to want to actually marry this man? Even as far as when she was ready to try to make him get a vasectomy, remember when she was trying to make him get that, she was like on him by getting that? And he didn't want to do that, only for after them few years where you wanted him to do that and he didn't want to do it, y'all break up for a couple of months and come to find out he done got a girl pregnant. So that's baby number 7 now. And you still are willing to be in a relationship with this man? It seems dumb to me, y'all. Like, it seemed like, I hate to say that about her too, because I actually do love Kendra. She's so smart and intelligent. But I always side the shit out of her when it comes to just looking at how she ended up doing this whole thing with Joc. Like, I do not understand why did she even subject herself to all of this shit? She literally did not have to marry this man. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't have to marry him. Why did she marry him? Of all people, as beautiful as Kendra is, like, I'm not even trying to read Joc. Okay, I'm being delusional again. I am reading the fuck out of Joc. To me, Joc really is, I consider her a higher standard type of girl over Joc. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Meet Me in the Trap was 30,000 years ago. It ain't going down no more. I'm sorry. She has always been more of an elite girl. Somebody out of his range, if you ask me. But he got her. Whatever he got going on, baby, he got her. But I just want to know from y'all, like, how does this happen? Because I just think that is so dumb, y'all. Like, what would make you want to deal with a nigga with all this baggage and you seen his baby mamas and how they act online before you even came on the show and you still was willing to fight the fight and be going through all of this? Absolutely not. Like, what is going on in Atlanta? I keep saying that. If they can't find one of each other, man, or somebody that they all done dealt with, they gotta go get a goddamn African. Like, what is going on, y'all, in Atlanta? Like, why the women in Atlanta really can't find no men? They all ain't gay. They all ain't homosexual. Like, look, we gotta let that go. They all ain't homosexual. All men, black men, ain't bisexual and ain't gay. They not. We not gonna act like they is. They not. So, like, what is happening? Are these girls not in the right places? Or I'm just curious, because Atlanta is supposed to be, that girl. And, everybody black love to be in Atlanta. It just seemed like them girls, the celebrity girls, cannot actually get a good man up there. Like, seriously, y'all. Seriously. I can't think far enough ahead right now, but can we name who? And I'm asking y'all, who got a good man in Atlanta that we know of that's a celebrity? Can y'all think of? I mean, Eva just went back to to Michael Sterling. It's got to be bad out there. What is going on in Atlanta, y'all? I need to know. Y'all need to let me know. I'm just curious, because it don't make sense. Or do y'all understand what I'm saying? Or do y'all feel like, listen, everybody got some kind of baggage or some kind of past. Would you? Well, no. This is what I want to ask y'all. This is what I want to ask y'all. Would y'all ever be interested in Joc if y'all was in Kendra's? Like, just say for instance, would y'all actually be interested in being in a relationship and marrying Joc? Like him, like with all the baby mamas, like with all of that. I just want to know. Please tell me, y'all. Let me hurry up, move along. We already at 14 minutes. Okay, in this clip right here, I'm gonna show y'all. I don't know who the hell this is, to be honest with you. It just came down my timeline earlier today, and I just was like, what in the fuck? But this hoe I'm gonna show y'all, this hoe gonna get somebody shot. And I hope ain't nobody taking this hoe advice. I am not lying. Cause you listen to anything this hoe talking about and take it serious and go up in your job doing that bullshit he advising, then you might as well have your will and everything already laid out, because they gonna be printing your goddamn obituary out somewhere listening to this cuckoo asshole.
If you work a 9 to 5 or whatever and you hate your job, the best way to love your job is by sneaking around with the manager or the supervisor. One of those two. Start like, you know what I'm saying, flirting your way through, rolling and twirling and get down on the floor with that motherfucker. So that way, your job is now stress-free because y'all done fucked already. So he ain't gonna ever fuck with you. Okay? If that boy don't like you right now, cause he will never, ever. Okay? He will never respect your ass, and work will never be fun. It will never be a smooth day. So just start, you know what I'm saying, hollering at your manager and just like buying him to Starbucks, some snacks and shit, offer him some money here and there, offer a ride home or to work, whatever. So by the time you go to work next week, you can have your way and walk in that bitch like Beyonce, okay? I told y'all I was going like this. Y'all didn't think that I was fucking like this. And I told y'all I was gonna fuck them like this. Y'all mad cause I'm fucking like, she said, lady, drama, leave it out. If he got it right, scratch him off. She said, rain, I let it go like 3 months ago.
Tell you something. You go up in that job if you want to, trying to fuck that manager. That man be in a relationship. Don't be surprised. You listen to that hoe if you want to. Your ass gonna be unemployed, riding the passenger seat with that bitch. Y'all make anybody famous. Listen to that bitch if you want to. Rest assured, it don't matter what job you at. Please understand. You go up in that job fucking the manager, and then God forbid he be that's somebody man. Don't be surprised if a bitch come through that doing a drive-by at your goddamn job. Leave them people men alone and stay out of your job trying to have sex. That bitch ain't employed saying that shit. You can bet your bottom dollar that bitch is not employed. Not saying that. The only way you getting away with all of that is at Burger King, McDonald's, churches. I mean, then again on the cool, that bitch look like he probably work at Hart's Chicken. He don't even get to working on the major ones. He probably at Hart's Chicken, bitch, serving biscuits. God damn, baby, crack is whack. That's a hell of a drug, baby, cause oh shit. That bitch looks like a mixture of Pookie from New Jack City and Marlon Wayans when he played on Don't Be a Menace in South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Remember he had his hair like that? That's what it looked like if Pookie from New Jack City and Marlon on that movie would have had sex and had a baby. That's what that is. That's what the fuck that is. Woo! Don't listen to that hoe. I'm telling y'all, that's enough. I made it too long already. Listen, y'all, drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about Kendra dizzy ass, because in conclusion, she dizzy as fuck for marrying that nigga, if you ask me. But I want to know what y'all think. I love y'all so much. Make sure you are liking and subscribing. Also, make sure you have your notifications turned on so you can be notified whenever I drop another banger like this. I love y'all.
Oh baby, oh baby, oh yeah, oh yeah. Why is this so funny? Oh yeah, just me, alright. Oh yeah, why is this so